Welcome back to Local 4 News Over Coffee. We are outside of the Maid-Rite at 53rd and Jersey Ridge in Davenport, and we are talking about COVID in the classroom, something administrators, teachers, bus drivers, certainly parents and students are pondering right now on what's best for the kids, the teachers, everybody involved. And Joe, there's also a financial impact with all of this. With the kids staying home some, parents are trying to juggle that and figure out who's going to work, who's staying home, and how they balance that.
Absolutely. I think, when you look at families, we had 83%. We know some families only had a choice financially to send their kids back. So we know not every family is going, absolutely, I want my kid back. Some just don't have a choice. And so, I think one thing we've learned over this time period, education is a major component of our economy. We help in lots of areas when it comes to that economy, and that's the parents who need to work and have their kids in our school, obviously producing future workers. But we are a major impact, and parents' decisions we make have an impact on their financial well-being.
Speaking of finances, I know that I've seen emails from many of your school districts talking about how you're trying to help those students who are in need. Many of them count on coming into that classroom, into that school to get their meals. And without them being in there, how are they being fed?
So we had our experience from the spring, and we learned quite a bit from that. And we will have 4 meal sites across the district where online students can come in and get their meal. They can have their meals for that evening as well as breakfast for the next day. So we had some pretty good practice in doing that. We served nearly 300,000 meals during the COVID absence that we had. So that was quite a Herculean effort on the part of our food service program, and we will reinvent that to start the school year with our online students.
Chris, you may not be the most diverse, but you've got to be close, having the most diverse population in the Quad Cities. And so I'm guessing the needs really vary in your district. What are the biggest needs? What are the biggest concerns you're hearing from families? And I guess what are you doing about it?
Yeah, we're proud of our diversity. We're about 37 to 38 languages spoken in the East Moline School District. And our families, this is tough on everybody. I'm extremely proud of my colleagues. I'm proud of education, and I'm proud of our families and our staffs for coming together to come up with something better for our kids. Our parents have been, tonight we have a distribution evening for new devices, and they're down at our administration building right now going through getting those devices. But our parents have been great about reaching out to us, and we think, oh, they're going to be upset because they can't work, or the schedules might have changed and we're only going to school 2 days a week now. Our parents haven't been that way at all. They're just like, give us the tools to be able to help our kids too. And we're offering, we were hit pretty hard in the spring with a surprise. We're not surprised now. We've really ramped up what we're doing, and we believe that we have great teachers all over, and if we give our teachers those tools and our parents those tools, we can really help those kids together, and that's what we're working to do.
We really are all in this together. And Brian, I know that I've seen some emails coming from PV where you have Chromebooks or something that the students can sign out if they don't have something at home to help with that. How's that process?
We learned a lot last spring when we handed out Chromebooks to families who need them, and then now this year we decided to go in grades 7 through 12. We went 1-to-1 with Chromebooks just because of the fluidity we have to look at. We are hybrid, but we could be online just as quickly. For students who are learning online, if they need a Chromebook at home and they're younger than 7th grade, we'll have one available for them as well. Or if they don't have internet, we'll have hotspots available too.
Jill, how does that work with you and your company? If people need your help and the kids are staying at home, what sort of equipment needs will they have? And do you provide any of that, I guess?
We're not providing equipment per se. And we are doing probably half and half online and face-to-face tutoring. But we are seeing a lot of things shift as the school, as you all school districts make your decisions, then it impacts what we do. But in terms of equipment, we've typically been a no equipment kind of company. It's one-on-one, face-to-face, and the tutor and the student work together. But we are seeing, of course, with online that we have to provide some platform to do that, and so we have a variety. We have some proprietary things that we use for those online deliveries.
There's so many layers to this, and you guys keep peeling them back for me, things that as a parent I haven't even thought about. So let me just say to all of you, you guys are taking care of our most precious resource, our most precious possession, if I can call them that, our children. And just hearing the thought process and your hearts and what you've done makes me realize that our children are in great hands this coming year, even with all the stuff that we don't know what's going to come next. You guys are doing a great job, and I appreciate that. not quite done. We're going to come back one more time. This is COVID in the Classroom with Local 4 News Over Coffee. We'll be right back.